Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a quick look at this end zone play from the 2023 Egyptian Open, a game between Alexandria Ultimate and Tiki Ultimate. Alexandria Ultimate in blue and Tiki Taka in black. Tiki Taka has the disc here. Wanted to take a quick look at this set play because it's a nice little run end zone play. And I'm also going to look at some things that the defense might be able to do to throw a wrench in it. I want to take a look at this as a shout out to one of the first supporters of the channel and the page, the Disc Nation. I've been telling him for a long time that I will look at some of these games I've looked at a few and excited about what I've been seeing. The 2024 Egyptian Open also just happened on March 1st and 2nd, the 7th annual Egyptian Open, and attended by BFD, Lafoda, and also by Rowan. So a great thing for the region. Happy to see all that's going down in the area. So let's go ahead and hop into what's about to happen, what we're about to see. So a few things. First note, so there are 3 handlers out here on the disc with a 4-person stack. So a little bit untraditional. You might typically see 2 folks out in that, or maybe if there are 3, it's going to be a little bit of less in the middle of the field. So that's one thing that I've noticed here, and it's going to be a pretty simple set play here. The front of the stack is going to make a hard cut to the force side, and the back of the stack is going to make a hard cut break side. And a nice little lefty inside backhand break is going to go up into that break side space, and they're going to do a good job and get the score. So a quick little set play here, something that's real nice to have a look and to get a score. Let's see what happens. Inside break comes up, throws nice into space, almost a little short, but it gets the job done. So now we're going to go back and we're going to see about some of the adjustments that we might be able to make to get to maybe throw a wrench in this. So again, one of the first things that I noted again was we have 2 dump handlers out here in space, both on the break side, and both of their defenders are playing them honestly, pretty honestly. They're playing them pretty honestly, but we know that that they're not both going to be immediately in the plays. So one of the things I'd like to see here is I'd like to see probably this far defender actually come out into this space here. So one of the things it's going to do is that's going to you make that throw be a little bit riskier. So they might have a play, that throw ends up to be right here. If they're keeping their eyes on their disc, if they're making sure that they're ready and that they're attuned to what's about to happen, they could probably have a pretty good play on that disc. So that's probably the first thing that I'd like to see. So the second thing that you can think about is, so we have 4 players in the stack here, and they're all playing honest defense. All the defenders are playing honest defense on the front side or on the force side of their marks. You can kind of think about, okay, well, who's going to be the immediate threat in this offensive set? So we're thinking, the immediate threats are, we're going to have this player on the front of the stack and this player on the back of the stack. Those are the ones that are typically your immediate threats in zone sets. So I'm not too upset. I don't think anything should change about how this defender's playing. If anything, might even play a little bit tighter and directly under their mark right there, but in a pretty good space, especially as that cut is going to come to this force side. And you can't really see here as they're set up, but we have our defender 2 in this stack is also playing almost like we can see a good example of what they're doing. Number 3 in this stack, they're playing straight up here. You think about, well, if that player is not going to be immediately a threat, stepping out into this break side space here, and being attuned and then switching over as that player might become more threat to the force side. But as the first movement goes, being in that break side lane to again make that throw a little harder. Again, the throw, it's not all the way out into space. The cutter actually has to stop and makes a play for it. It's a good throw. There's nothing wrong with it, but all these things all these little adjustments that we might make the throw a little bit harder for it to go up. But again, we'll watch it one more time. A really nice, just simple sequence to get the job done here. And as we watch it a second time, one thing I want to note too is our thrower does a really good job of, or the whole team really does a good job of getting set up, of making sure that the defense doesn't have a lot of time to think of these things. So we're talking about these adjustments. We're talking about how to maybe throw some wrenches and plans here, but still, as offenses move quickly, as they get set up quickly, defensive might not have a lot of time to think about these adjustments, which is another reason we might want to think about how we might make these adjustments as well. Throw goes up. Again, not the greatest of throws. Almost gets a play, but again, good enough. A really nice, well set play, and they get the job done.